Akers. Again for Gustafaro. McDermott. Reif. Slow build, patient build by Charlotte. Not sure if that's what they need. And then a poor giveaway in the midfield by the Eagles. Moore has Washington to his left, to Dante Washington. Back for Aguilera, couldn't pull off the spectacular full volley with the left boot. So you know that he thought about it. Now Akers into the attacking half. Jason Akers. Right to Mahoney. Gajardo now wins it. Swinehart. And the flag is up.
Jose Gomez made a run in advance of the ball, and Jason Akers did not deliver it. And Gomez, instead of getting back in the play, hung his head, didn't recover quickly enough, and was offsides. No need for him to be offsides there. He's a very talented, very creative player, but he's frustrated Mark Steffens this year by his inconsistency. He has to keep playing when he doesn't get service. He's not going to get it every single time.
McDermott. Akers. Hayden Woodworth. Marked by Fenger. Deftly eludes Jakob Fenger. Then fouled by the Dane Fenger. Restart for the Charlotte Eagles. Quickly taken, wisely so. Gajardo. Reif. Gajardo. Jose Gomez. Thought about a right-footed shot, instead tried to cross for Swinehart, a strike partner. Now Moore, and he'll just take the pressure off. Kevin O'Brien. Woodworth. Gajardo. Marked by Moore, now not. Moore goes down a play on. Gomez. Swinehart! Well read that time by the keeper, Matt Nelson. Swinehart probably getting 50% of his power on that full volley.
That's what Dustin Swinehart does best, is get in front of that goal and look for those opportunities. He didn't quite get all of it on this service from Gustafaro, and he just doesn't quite get it all, but it's a good effort nonetheless, as Mahoney's a little bit late getting there to mark up Swinehart.
McDermott.
And that serve from McDermott that time, not a real good service, but Gomez gave up on the ball. He had a chance to get that one. He's got to still fight, because maybe he can knock it down for a second ball opportunity for Swinehart in that situation.
The Mariners playing it safe. Dan Buskey. Mahoney. Richard, doesn't Charlotte, with this 2-0 scoreline in the 74th minute, have to put on more pressure here?
Well, they do, but Virginia Beach has been very, very organized, and then they're explosive coming forward in the attack.
Lassiter. Looking for Aguilera, couldn't turn to it.
Sean, they need to get more, this is Charlotte, they need to get more out of the midfield from Gajardo and from Jason Akers. The problem is that Jason Akers is a working type player. He's diligent, he's industrious, he plays both ways, but he's not really as creative as some of the other players they have. We look at a substitution for Sean McDonald using that deep bench. Gary Williams, who they acquired after he played with the New Jersey Baron, is coming on for Fenger wide in the midfield, and then Jakob Fenger give them a lot of work, especially in the first 25 minutes of this second half.
Gary Williams, the Englishman from Burnley, making his 11th appearance of the campaign, can either play up top or in the midfield. Likely he'll play in the midfield with his 2-0 lead and replacing the midfielder Jakob Fenger.
Sean McDonald asking his wide midfielders to get up and down. They have done so in the second half. Amani Dove and Fenger are now off, but they've done everything that could have been asked for by Coach Sean McDonald.
Aguilera, Washington. Dante Washington, what skill, down in the 18-yard box and finished. 3-0. And no way back now for the Charlotte Eagles.
Sean McDonald says, yeah, I'll take that one, and well, he should. Dante Washington shows why he's been a national team player in the United States. Look at this magic with the ball. He's one defender in the dust, goes by O'Brien, fakes it, and this is just pure raw power, as I think it went in off a Charlotte defender at the very end. But look at Washington, has the strength enough to shield the defenders off, still enough foot quickness as he drives toward the goal. And coming back, it goes off McDermott into the back of the net. But it's Washington's strength, Washington's power. He still has something left in the tank after all these years. He's been the difference maker, in my opinion. Dante Washington, more than anybody else, has turned this franchise around.
Officially an own goal by Andy McDermott in the 76th minute. 3-0, the Virginia Beach Mariners needed a comfortable home win, and they're going to get just that, barring the unimaginable at this point. Game by the Charlotte Eagles through the first half. Times they really had the better of play despite giving up the 4th-minute goal to Roy Lassiter. But in the second half, Sean McDonald's Virginia Beach Mariners have looked far the better side.
Well, you said it. Let's give Sean McDonald all the credit he deserves, because I'm sure he said at halftime, hey, boys, we can't sit back and just weather the storm. We have to go at this team. We have to get more possession, and that's one of the things they've done. Here comes Washington again.
Washington still looking for his goal, number 16 on the campaign. Unselfishly to Williams. Here's Washington turning again. So dominant in the penalty area, took 3 markers and finally dispossessed. And then Williams fouling Andy McDermott. Carlos Garcia, the Colombian, has entered this match. He's the 3rd substitution for the Mariners, making his 10th appearance of the season.
Had a distinguished career at William and Mary right up the road. They've been very, very happy with him as he's come on to the team in the midseason.
Carlos Calderson. That shot deflected by Swinehart. Carlos Calderson is reporting to the 4th official. He is going to sub into this match, as is Jeremy Sorzano.
That was the best attack of the day for the Charlotte Eagles that particular time.
Here's the sub, Garcia. Garcia, and that's a spectacular save. Best save of the night by Trevor Upton. And another save in that sequence.
Trevor Upton has struggled all day long, and finally against his former college teammate Carlos Garcia, he comes up with 2 big saves. Garcia is a great goal scorer, William Mary, and what a save by Upton that particular time. Then the ball's given back, missed kick by Rife. Here goes Garcia again, and then Upton denies his old college mate.
On the very deep corner kick. What glorious opportunities for the sub Garcia. Disappointed he didn't finish the first, certainly disappointed he didn't finish the second, but well done by Trevor Upton.
That's the kind of goalkeeping that Upton is capable of. He just hasn't done the job on the more basic saves. Key for a goalkeeper is consistency. The spectacular save, that's gravy, that's icing on the cake, but you've got to make the basic ones. And Upton let a couple in early that he shouldn't have.
Swinehart just trying to pull one back for the Eagles. Couldn't get through Kevin Knott, so solid in the back.
Wonder if there's anything left for Dustin Swinehart, who's just worked so hard up front, but hasn't gotten enough quality service, especially in the second half, as Sean McDonald's Mariners have really turned up the tempo in the second period.
Jose Gomez. Lovely ball through and too strong. McDermott, who scored the own goal, trying to get one back.
McDermott, very unfortunate to give up that own goal, but he's not an attacking style player. He's not the guy. It's a pity that they couldn't have Swinehart on it, but he's done a lot of running. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of these several substitutions coming on for Dustin Swinehart, who has distinguished himself well tonight.
Charlotte is going to bring in Carlos Calderson, Jeremy Sorzano, and Mark Pinch. Cecil Lewis is going to come in and be the 4th substitution of the evening for the Virginia Beach Mariners. All 4 players are standing with the 4th official. Gomez. Akers. Akers has a go, partially deflected.
And in the net. Everybody's a surprise to see that one go in, including Jeff Nelson. Gomez taking the long chance, and it is now 3-1. Nelson didn't read the deflection as well. Looked like he may have thought the ball was going to go wide. We're surprised up here, but here's the chance. It's taken, by Akers, and deflects off a defender, and Nelson was going to the far post. It just slips in the near post, and it's 3-1. We talked about a miracle. We get a chance like this. Nelson just doesn't get there, almost gives up on the ball. So, Sean, the goalkeeping has not been of the highest caliber tonight. It's been very suspect, and I'm sure that Mark Simpson, who's a fine goalkeeper in this league, is very, very upset about this one.
Akers, despite the deflection, will get credit for the goal. That's his second of the A-League season in the 81st minute, and a very difficult way for Matt Nelson to lose his shutout. So Cecil Lewis will replace Dante Washington. Fourth substitution for the Mariners.
Sean, that goal may not seem like a lot, but it does give Charlotte some ray of hope. It doesn't look likely for them, but let's suppose they can get another one. All of a sudden, it's like the wheels are coming off the wagon. The Mariners cannot be that casual. Nelson has to make an effort for that ball. I think he gets there if he does, and it's got to be discouraging for the defense in front of him, because that ball was taken on a long shot by Akers, deflected, and the deflection occurred at the top of the box. Nelson has to come up with that ball.
Carlos Calderson making his 18th appearance. Jeremy Sorzano making his 16th appearance. Mark Pinch's 12th appearance, all off the substitutes bench. Jonah Long is now reported to the fourth official, and this portion of the match is brought to you by Umbro, only soccer since 1924. Alvarez. Suddenly Trevor Upton has picked up his play. Gustafaro to the attacking half. Reif. Onside. On the cross, deflected. And that ball judged to go over the byline.
Despite the gallant effort by Richard Mahoney, that ball is still going out of bounds for a corner, and here comes Charlotte. There is no quit in this team. Reflection of the personality of their coach, Mark Steffens, who insists on their playing to their maximum at all times. Credit to the organization and to Mark Steffens.
Jonah Long comes in for his 12th appearance of the season. Charlotte, to their credit, continuing to push forward. Save and spilled and just put wide. Jeremy Sorzano nearly had his first of the year.
Just coming off the bench, Sorzano. Nelson fails to hold that ball. He's had a rough evening in the Virginia Beach net.
Nelson has had his troubles, as has Trevor Upton. But it looks like Nelson will get the victory despite giving up one of the more embarrassing goals of the season.
Once again, an effort coming in at Sorzano coming forward, and that ball's dropped, and boy, oh boy, so close. A second chance taken by, I believe it was Swinehart at the far post.
At this level, balls like that cannot be spilled. Long. Thought about playing it back to his keeper. O'Brien. McDermott. Sorzano. O'Brien in the 85th minute. 3-1, the Virginia Beach Mariners that much closer to a playoff berth. Home tonight at the Sportsplex, leading the Charlotte Eagles. McDermott has a go, and that's over the crossbar. Glad you're with us for the A-League Match of the Week. This is USL Soccer on Fox Sports World in the United States and Canada. With Richard Broad, I'm Sean Wheelock.
Sean, in my opinion, the key to this match was the way the Mariners came out at the start of the second half. If they sat back in and tried to absorb pressure, I think they'd have been in a lot of trouble. And Nelson has been very shaky in here. Charlotte sees that. They're taking chances whenever they can.
Opportunity again. Not. Confusion. Calderson plays it out. Sorzano. Suddenly the Mariners have lost their shape. That shot deflected. McDermott having another crack from distance.
McDermott taking long-range shot just as Akers did. They're going to take chances on Nelson because he's been so unsure at holding balls.
Long. Aguilera cleverly off of Calderson. Throw into the Mariners. Calderson wants him to take it quickly, and a very professional move by Roland Aguilera. Just walks away from the ball.
Veteran of MLS, cousin of Jaime Moreno. He's got some soccer blood and some soccer smarts. Also slows down the pace of the game, which is starting to favor Charlotte.
Long. Gustafaro. How big suddenly is that own goal for the Virginia Beach Mariners? If this were 2-1, this would look a lot different in the 87th minute. Virginia Beach may really be scrambling, bunkering down, but they know they have a comfortable cushion, up 2 goals to the good. Lewis will give chase. Away by Upton. Aguilera, who now wears the captain's armband since the departure in this match of Roy Lassiter. Onside. Galliano. Swinehart side netting. Went for the spectacular and almost pulled it off.
And he has not quit all day long. If there's been a man of the match for the Eagles, it is Dustin Swinehart, who's given a tremendous effort. This is Mucho Trigo driving down, and Swinehart gets in a little bit early. That's why he has to take a difficult chance. Had he bent his run and come in attacking the ball, he might have been able to put his head on that rather than try the difficult bicycle kick.
Other matches in the A-League tonight. This match delayed because of weather, scoreless. Toronto versus Pittsburgh. 5-0, the Milwaukee Wave United leading Cincinnati at half. And tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, Indiana is at Portland. Tomorrow in the A-League, Syracuse versus Montreal. Richmond is at Charleston in a huge match for the Kickers. Atlanta is at Rochester, big match for the Raging Rhinos. El Paso versus Minnesota, the Thunder have already clinched a berth in the playoffs. Sunday in the A-League, Pittsburgh in Ontario to face the Toronto Lynx. Indiana is at Seattle. Portland at Vancouver. And 3-1 now in the 89th minute, our match. Virginia Beach Mariners leading the Charlotte Eagles. Calderson quickly taking the goal kick himself. Aguilera still working. Mahoney thought about playing back to his keeper, instead for Knott. Gustafaro. Lewis going in hard to win that challenge. Out of touch, throw in. Long. Long by Rife. Pinch has a go. That was a lot closer, I think, than Matt Nelson, the keeper, originally saw coming off the left boot.
Mark Pinch has started most of the season for Charlotte out there on the left side. Dynamic left foot. He can really strike a ball from long range, and they've certainly been dangerous from long range this evening.
Next weekend on Fox Sports World in the United States and Canada, our A-League match of the week. That's Friday, August 22nd, 8 Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Live is Richmond, and a critical match for the Kickers is at the Syracuse Salty Dogs. Then on Saturday, August 23rd, it's the championship match of the USL Pro Select League. That will be 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, here on the home of United Soccer League's Fox Sports World. Dan Buskey, 2 minutes of stoppage time has been added to this match. We're in the first of those 2 minutes right now. Aguilera.
Very wide open play now. Teams going end to end. We're getting a lot of action both ways.
Alvarez. 4 goals in this match, but the Lassiter goal in the 4th minute really changed the entire complexity. 5 quality chances for the Eagles, but could not find the back of the net in the first half. Pass keeper Matt Nelson, quite frankly, was fortunate and even lucky at times. But Lassiter, who is a natural-born finisher, reacted to the Trevor Upton goalkeeping error, put it in the back of the net for his 6th of the campaign. 1-0 was our score at halftime, and then Virginia Beach really dominated in the early stages of the second half, Richard, to take the eventual 3-0 lead.
Roy Lassiter's been an opportunist all his career, but you're right, Sean, in the first half,